On the weathered back stoop of a house outside Kimberly, I settle into a creaky rocking chair. The strong rooibos tea steams in my hand, a comforting warmth against the aged wood. Lost in thought, I take a sip, the silence broken only by the chair's gentle creaks. The quiet of the day echoes as I begin to talk to myself, the words a soft murmur in the open air. In the dimly lit jazz club, smoky haze fills the air, as I, a man out of sync with the youthful energy, seek refuge at a small, secluded table. Upon the elevated stage, Miriam steps into the spotlight, her poised presence commanding attention as she grips the microphone. Miriam's voice resonates through the club, its velvety richness weaving a spell that captivates every soul in the room. As the melody wraps around me, I sit in stillness, the music momentarily bridging the gap between my solitude and the vibrant pulse of the club. The final notes of Miriam's set fade into the smoky atmosphere of the jazz club, leaving a palpable sense of anticipation hanging in the air. With a graceful stride, Miriam approaches my table, her smile radiant and inviting. As she extends her hand in greeting, the simple act of introducing herself sparks an undeniable connection. In that instant, the world around us seems to fade away, leaving only the electric current of a shared moment. Bathed in the soft glow of day, I stroll through the park with Miriam, our laughter echoing in the tranquil air. Miriam's radiant smile illuminates our path, her eyes sparkling with youthful delight. Each shared glance and playful jest chips away at the years, revealing a lightness I thought long lost. The park's vibrant greenery and gentle sunlight mirror the rekindled joy blossoming within me. With each step, I feel the weight of time recede, replaced by a buoyant energy that rejuvenates my spirit. In Miriam's company, the boundaries of age dissolve, and I am reborn, vibrant and alive. 6 months later, sunlight bathes the room as I stand, hope quietly blossoming within. Miriam stands opposite me, her eyes reflecting the promise of our new beginning. The warmth of the sun mirrors the warmth spreading through my heart. I feel a sense of hope blossoming within me. The ceremony continues, each word a step further into our shared future. In this moment, surrounded by sunlight and love, I embrace the hope that has taken root. The wedding reception bursts to life in my house, alive with the joyous sounds of friends, neighbors, music, dancing, and laughter. Guests fill the room, their faces radiant with happiness as they dance to the lively music, celebrating I and Miriam's union. The air is filled with warmth and cheer, as friends and neighbors raise glasses in a toast, their laughter echoing through the house. Amidst the dancing and celebration, I and Miriam share a tender moment, their eyes locking with unspoken vows of love and commitment. Children scamper through the crowd, their innocent laughter adding to the symphony of joy that fills the house. As the day unfolds, the wedding reception transforms into a timeless memory, etched in the hearts of all who share in I and Miriam's happiness. The wedding invitation shines, a beacon of hope amidst years of silence. Sunlight dances on the envelope, mocking the distance between us. With a sigh, I release the invitation, a silent wish for reconciliation. The mailbox stands as a cold messenger, a symbol of unspoken words. Years of silence echo in the sunlight as the invitation disappears. The sun glints off the metal, blinding as the weight of the past settles. In the tranquil haven of their home, Miriam and the narrator share wine, their peaceful moment radiating warmth and connection. The narrator relaxes beside Miriam, a shared bottle of wine resting between them, symbolizing their intimate bond. A sudden, violent crash shatters the calm as the front door bursts open, heralding an unforeseen disruption. The sound of splintering wood echoes, signaling the abrupt end of their serene afternoon. The intrusion sends a visible shock through Miriam and the narrator, their relaxed postures stiffening with alarm. The narrator's face is etched with concern as they turn sharply toward the breached entrance, their grip tightening around the wineglass. Tessa's laughter abruptly halts, her eyes widening in disbelief as she gazes at Miriam. Her expression shifts, the vibrancy fading as a wave of shock washes over her features. The blood drains from Tessa's face, leaving her pale and visibly shaken. She struggles to maintain her composure, her paleness a stark testament to the surprise. Tessa turns. Her eyes widen with a mixture of shock and disbelief. A tremor runs through her body, a barely perceptible sign of inner turmoil. Her voice trembles as she speaks, the weight of revelation heavy in the air. "Dad," she says, her voice cracking with emotion. The revelation hangs heavy. "That's my grandmother." The room falls silent as the weight of her words settles. I laugh, dismissing Tessa's claim with a loud burst of amusement. Tessa stands firm, her expression unwavering despite my reaction. Miriam watches silently, her gaze shifting between Tessa and me. The tension in the room thickens as the unspoken words hang in the air. Miriam's silence speaks volumes, her watchful eyes hinting at a deeper understanding. Inside her home, Tessa's fingers dance across her phone, summoning memories of a time long past. On the screen, a faded family picture materializes, capturing a youthful Miriam standing shoulder to shoulder with Yolanda. The image radiates a bittersweet nostalgia, a poignant reminder of bonds both cherished and tested by time. The photograph encapsulates the essence of kinship and shared history, a vivid tableau of moments that continue to resonate in the present. In this quiet moment of reflection, Tessa delves into the depths of memory, seeking solace and understanding in the echoes of the past. Gazing at the photograph, a sharp pang pierces through me. I turn, finding Miriam in the same unnerving silence. Her quiet presence amplifies the sudden ache. The silence stretches, heavy with unspoken words. The photograph remains, a stark reminder of the pain. Miriam sits in perfect stillness, an enigma wrapped in composure. Her face, a canvas of secrets, betrays nothing of the turmoil within. She speaks, her voice a soft whisper cutting through the silence. "I didn't know either." A pause hangs heavy in the air as she adds, "Not at first." In a sun-drenched room, dust motes dance in the light, and the air thickens with unspoken tension. Miriam, younger but resolute, faces Yolanda, a fiery teenager ready to ignite. Yolanda's eyes flash, mirroring the storm brewing within. The silence screams louder than any shout, as the prelude to conflict hangs heavy. Every breath is a spark, threatening to set off the inevitable explosion. The room holds its breath, awaiting the moment when words fail and emotions erupt. Tessa trembles, gripped by disbelief that I failed to recognize Miriam. In a moment of stark revelation, I explain my ignorance. I have never met her. Tessa continues to shake, grappling with the weight of my revelation. The air hangs thick with unspoken tension as the reality of my words sinks in. The echoes of the slammed door fade as Tessa's departure leaves a palpable void. A heavy silence descends, pressing down on me and Miriam. Miriam sits motionless, her silence a stark contrast to the storm brewing outside. The wind howls, its mournful cry mirroring the unspoken tension in the room. I and Miriam remain still, trapped in our thoughts as the storm rages. The night enfolds me in a cloak of restlessness as I toss and turn, my bed a tempest of tangled sheets. Sleep, a distant shore, remains beyond my reach as my mind spirals into a labyrinth of racing thoughts. The weight of a haunting revelation presses upon me, a relentless burden that steals my peace. In the darkness, I wrestle with the truth, its tendrils wrapping tightly around my heart. Each breath is a struggle against the suffocating weight as the revelation's impact reverberates through my soul. Trapped in this nocturnal battle, I am a prisoner of my own mind, yearning for the solace of slumber. 2 months drift by, the calm shattered by a stark digital revelation. The bank statement looms, stark evidence of funds mysteriously vanished. A knot of dread tightens in my stomach, a silent alarm in the quiet room. I whisper, trying to convince myself that this financial nightmare is just a mistake, a simple error. Sunlight floods my room, each sunbeam a spotlight on the stillness. I stand paralyzed before my dresser, sensing a disturbance in the quiet of my home. The dresser drawer gapes slightly, revealing emptiness where treasures once gleamed. Empty spaces echo with the absence of my jewelry. My gaze lingers on where my jewelry used to reside. A cold dread washes over me as I realize something precious has been stolen. The door clicks shut, the sound swallowed by an unsettling silence. A wave of cold dread washes over me as I take in the stripped-bare living room. My heart pounds as I search each room, finding only stark emptiness. No note, no Miriam, just silence. Under the relentless sun, a figure walks the streets, each step echoing with desperation. Each knock is a plea, each door a barrier in the oppressive heat. The sun's glare mirrors the burning question in his eyes. Did anyone see Miriam? Sweat glistens, a testament to the fruitless search in the unforgiving day. No one did. The words hang heavy, each syllable a hammer blow to hope. The neighborhood remains indifferent, its silence amplifying the growing fear. In the sterile atmosphere of the police station, the buzzing fluorescent lights amplify the heavy sense of unease. I report Miriam missing, my voice barely audible above the station's monotonous hum. The officer behind the counter looks up, his face betraying a lack of interest. The smell of stale coffee hangs heavy in the air, mingling with a palpable sense of disappointment and neglect. A silent harbinger arrives. An envelope appears, devoid of sender's mark, promising mystery. An unmarked envelope lands, whispering secrets into the quiet of my home. The envelope, a blank slate of unknown origins, arrives, stirring anticipation and unease. The stark envelope disrupts the day, hinting at a narrative yet untold. An envelope appears, holding secrets and revelations within. The envelope tears open, revealing a photograph that captures a moment frozen in time. Miriam and Yolanda stand arm in arm, their smiles radiating pure joy and camaraderie. Their bond, palpable and radiant, hints at a deeper connection. Underneath the photograph, a chilling message appears, scrawled ominously. "Thanks for keeping her warm for me." The handwritten words seem to leap off the page, each stroke a sinister promise. The message hangs in the air, a silent threat that echoes through the house. The warmth of the house turns cold, the words transforming the familiar space into a haunted stage. Bathed in the soft glow of sunlit dust, Yolanda and Miriam sit frozen in a tableau of unspoken tension. Yolanda leans forward, her silhouette stark against the bright window, a storm of determination brewing within. Yolanda's voice cracks the silence as she unveils her dark intent. "I'm going to get revenge on him." Miriam's eyes reflect a mix of shock and apprehension as Yolanda reveals her vengeful plan. The sunlight seems to dim, casting long shadows that amplify the gravity of Yolanda's declaration. In the stillness, the weight of Yolanda's words hangs heavy, promising a descent into darkness. In the heart of a sun-drenched flashback, Miriam's slow nod speaks volumes, her eyes reflecting the harsh glimmers of resolve. The hardening of Miriam's gaze mirrors a shared frustration, laying bare their silent agreement. A flicker of understanding passes between Miriam and Yolanda, sealing their unspoken pact. In the quiet intensity of their connection, a profound agreement is forged, binding their spirits together. The air thickens with unspoken words, as their shared frustration transforms into a unified resolution. Their unspoken pact solidifies, a silent promise etched in the lines of their faces. In the heart of Paris, Miriam and Yolanda stroll arm in arm, their laughter echoing through the streets. Their joy is a vibrant melody in the Parisian air, their friendship a beacon of warmth. The city fades into a blur as their bond takes center stage. They continue their walk, reveling in the simple pleasure of companionship and the beauty of the day. Alone in the empty house, the silence echoes the emptiness within. Sunlight streams in, illuminating dust but offering no comfort. A chilling realization dawns. I have been tricked. The truth sinks in, casting a shadow over the bright room. The weight of betrayal settles, heavy and suffocating. In the heart of Paris, sunlight paints a lively cafe scene as Yolanda and Miriam settle in. Sunlight warms their faces as they prepare to celebrate. With glasses raised high, they honor a special moment. The sound of clinking glasses briefly rises above the cafe's lively hum. Their eyes meet over the rims of their glasses, a silent promise of joy and camaraderie. In the stark light of the bank, Miriam stands cloaked in shadow, her face hidden. A form slides across the counter, her hand betraying her inner turmoil with a slight tremor. I watch, helpless, as the teller methodically drains my accounts, each transaction a silent blow. Yolanda's cold, calculated instructions echo in my mind, each word a chilling command. Inside the jewelry store, sunlight bathes the glittering displays as Miriam stands poised behind the counter. With focused precision, Miriam's assessment begins, each jewel scrutinized under the bright light. Methodically, she picks up each piece, intent on turning memories into mere currency. The transformation is underway, precious heirlooms becoming cold, hard cash in Miriam's hands. Miriam approaches the counter, her eyes reflecting a steely resolve as she prepares for a decisive move. With a deliberate motion, Miriam slides her credit card across the glossy surface, signaling her commitment to the journey ahead. Her voice firm and unwavering, Miriam declares, "I would like to book 2 one-way tickets to Paris, please." The air is thick with unspoken anticipation as Miriam awaits confirmation, her gaze fixed on the travel agent. I stand at the window, the night mirroring my inner desolation. The cold glass reflects a ghost of myself, stripped bare. Emptiness echoes in the silence of my home. I am emotionally, financially, and spiritually adrift. I stand silently before Yolanda's grave, the cold stone a stark testament to irrevocable loss. Sunlight filters through the ancient trees, casting shadows that dance around me, each a haunting reminder of what was. A gentle breeze whispers through the leaves, carrying with it echoes of laughter and tears, a symphony of bittersweet memories. In the silence of the cemetery, I reflect on the past, each moment a poignant echo in the stillness. Boxes fill the room, a silent testament to the life about to be uprooted. Sunlight pierces through the window, each ray a spotlight on memories. Amidst the chaos, I seal a box, each strip of tape a final farewell. Dust motes dance in the sunlit air, swirling like fleeting thoughts. With a deep breath, I prepare to leave, stepping into a future unknown. The car accelerates onto the highway, a streak of defiance against the familiar landscape. Each mile, devoured by the tires, is a step further from the past. The sun glints off the windshield, blindingly erasing memories in its glare. The highway stretches endlessly, a ribbon of hope unspooling into the horizon. Kimberly shrinks in the rearview mirror, fading into a ghost of what was. In the dim motel room, shadows dance on peeling wallpaper, each flicker a stark reminder of past choices. The air hangs heavy with the scent of stale cigarettes, each breath a bitter taste of regret. Lost in contemplation, my gaze drifts, the neon light outside, painting a bleak picture of my uncertain future. I stare blankly, the motel room a mirror reflecting the emptiness and uncertainty of my soul. Under the vast sky, the beach stretches out, meeting the endless sea. Each footstep leaves a temporary mark, soon to be washed away. The rhythmic sound of waves provides a backdrop to inner contemplation. The ocean breeze whispers secrets, carrying away worries and woes. The sun warms the skin, a gentle reminder of life's simple pleasures. The vastness of the sea offers a sense of solace and freedom. Sunlight pierces the stained glass windows, casting radiant colors across the ancient church. Silence reigns, broken only by the gentle creaks of the aged wooden structure. Dust motes dance in the sunlit air, a silent ballet in the hallowed space. My gaze fixes on the altar, seeking solace in its timeless presence. Bathed in sunlight, a figure sits on a park bench, an island of stillness amid the bustling park. With a gentle hand, they scatter breadcrumbs, an offering to the fluttering, cooing pigeons. The pigeons flutter around, their wings a flurry of motion as they peck at the offering. The sun's warmth embraces their face, a simple pleasure in a world of complexities. In the gentle dance of pigeons and sunlight, a moment of pure, unadulterated joy unfolds. A quiet corner in the bustling coffee shop, where a lonely figure sits, a book lying open, yet untouched. The pages blur as the mind wanders, caught in the undertow of unspoken thoughts and unseen tensions. My gaze drifts aimlessly around the coffee shop, seeking solace in the transient faces and fleeting moments. Each glance is a desperate attempt to distract myself from a haunting presence that lingers just beyond reach. In the heart of the crowded cafe, I wrestle with inner turmoil, seeking refuge in the anonymity of the morning rush. Amidst the imposing mountain terrain, I tread carefully, boots crunching on loose gravel with each step. The crisp, thin air fills my lungs as I ascend, seeking solace among the towering peaks. Despite the sun's harsh glare, a cool breeze offers respite as I press onward, driven by an unyielding quest for clarity. I climb, seeking clarity amidst the towering peaks and endless sky. Entering the Grand Art Gallery, I am immediately enveloped by a world where every canvas pulses with vibrant life and untold stories. Wandering deeper, I pause before a striking abstract piece, its chaotic colors hinting at hidden depths of raw emotion. My eyes linger on a portrait, the subject's gaze seeming to penetrate my very soul, revealing secrets and unspoken truths. Lost in contemplation, I trace the delicate brushstrokes of a landscape, each detail whispering tales of nature's serene beauty. A sculpture captures my attention, its fluid form embodying the grace and strength of the human spirit. As I explore further, I am completely immersed, my senses heightened, my heart filled with the sheer artistry that surrounds me. Under the veil of night, a solitary figure navigates the vibrant, indifferent pulse of the city streets. Surrounded by countless faces, the figure feels utterly alone. The city's lights blur into an abstract painting of solitude. Each step deeper into the crowd amplifies the sense of detachment. The city roars, yet the silence within is deafening, lost in the labyrinth of urban anonymity. Bathed in sunlight, I am surrounded by towering stacks of books and documents, their silent presence amplifying the weight of my investigation. I pore over records, my eyes darting across names linked to Yolanda and Miriam, trying to unravel their intertwined stories. Sunlight illuminates the library, highlighting the dust motes dancing in the air, each a fleeting reminder of time and secrets. Brow furrowed, I trace my finger down a list of names, piecing together fragments of their past in a desperate attempt to uncover their hidden motives. Yolanda and Miriam share laughter at a vibrant Parisian cafe, their joy echoing against the city's timeless charm. Lost in the grandeur of the Louvre, Yolanda and Miriam stand in awe, their eyes reflecting the masterpieces around them. Beside the Seine, Yolanda and Miriam recline on a blanket, their smiles radiant as they share a peaceful picnic under the Parisian sky. In the heart of a dimly lit club, Yolanda and Miriam sway to the music, their bodies moving freely as they dance in joyous abandon. Sunlight floods the living room, casting long shadows that amplify the heavy silence between me and Yolanda. Yolanda stands rigidly, her arms crossed tightly across her chest, her face a mask of suppressed fury. I break the silence, my voice tinged with frustration. I just don't understand why you let her control you so much, Yolanda. Yolanda's voice cracks with a mixture of pain and defiance as she retorts, "She's my mother! What do you want me to do?" The weight of unspoken words hangs heavy in the room, neither of us willing to yield in this silent battle of wills. In the stark flashback, Yolanda's gaze burns with fierce determination. Her eyes reflect a profound warning. In a moment heavy with unspoken truths, Yolanda declares, "I never want you to meet my mother." Her words hang in the air, a barrier erected against an unseen threat. The weight of her plea is a promise. The silence underscores the gravity of her demand. The house stands starkly silent, devoid of warmth. Echoes of abandonment linger in the cold air. In the emptiness, a chilling declaration. I'm done playing mommy. Her words cut through the silence, a final severance of ties. The house absorbs the statement, amplifying the sense of desolation. The weight of unspoken emotions hangs heavy in the air, sealing the fate of what was once a home. In the smoky haze of the jazz club, Miriam's eyes gleam with an almost predatory focus. Shadows dance across her face, each flicker hinting at the calculations behind her intent gaze. The dim light etches determination onto her features, a silent promise of action. Her posture speaks of a hunter poised to strike, every muscle coiled with purpose. The air crackles with unspoken intent as she prepares to make her move. In a forgotten memory, Miriam's shadow falls across the room as she begins her clandestine search. Her fingers dance through the disarray of personal items, each touch betraying a calculated intent. Methodically, she gathers fragments, piecing together a puzzle only she understands. The air thickens with unspoken motives as Miriam continues her determined quest. Each paper rustles like a whispered secret as Miriam's search intensifies. The room holds its breath, awaiting the outcome of Miriam's invasive exploration. In the sun-drenched cemetery, ancient trees cast long shadows over weathered tombstones, hinting at stories of lives long past. Amidst the solemn rows, Miriam walks with a bowed head, a figure of quiet reflection lost in the labyrinth of memories. Before a simple headstone marked Yolanda, Miriam pauses, her silent reverence speaking volumes. With tender grace, Miriam kneels, placing a bouquet of wildflowers, a colorful tribute to a life dearly missed. Inside the bustling bank, Miriam strides purposefully towards a secluded desk, her determination cutting through the financial tension. In hushed tones, she engages with the bank teller, their exchange shrouded in secrecy. The bank teller listens intently, maintaining a professional demeanor. Miriam produces documents, the rustling of paper heightening the suspense. With a flourish, Miriam signs the documents, sealing her fate with each stroke of the pen. Inside the jewelry store, Miriam's eyes scan the room, a sense of unease evident in her furtive glances. She pauses, her gaze drawn to the glimmer of a diamond necklace, a momentary distraction in her careful survey. Feigning admiration, Miriam's eyes linger on the store's layout. Her pretense falters as her true intentions surface. A web of security cameras watch her every move. The store's layout becomes a canvas for her thoughts. In the warm glow of the travel agency, Miriam stands, a brochure of the Eiffel Tower radiating in her grasp, hope dancing in her eyes. The brochure, a portal to dreams, displays the Eiffel Tower, a symbol of love and adventure, fueling Miriam's anticipation. Miriam's radiant smile reflects the joy of impending adventure as she engages with the travel agent, sealing her Parisian dream. Tickets to Paris are booked, a tangible promise of the romance and excitement that await Miriam in the City of Lights. The travel agency fades into a memory as Miriam steps closer to her Parisian dream, tickets in hand, heart soaring towards the Eiffel Tower. In the heart of Paris, Yolanda and Miriam stand poised, the city's energy mirroring their resolve. A silent agreement passes between them, sealing their shared ambition. Their expressions sharpen with purpose as they move forward. They finalize their plan, the anticipation building with each passing moment. Together, they embrace the challenge, ready to seize their moment in Paris. Sunlight floods the room as a letter arrives, promising a lifeline in these trying times. A familiar script dances across the envelope, a beacon of hope in the sea of uncertainty. Each stroke of the pen whispers of Tessa's unwavering support, a balm to my weary soul. It's from Tessa, offering her support. The letter feels warm in my hands, each word a gentle reminder that I am not alone. In Tessa's words, I find the strength to face the trials ahead, my spirit renewed by her unwavering faith. The sunlight dapples through the trees as I enter the park, the air alive with hope. From afar, Tessa appears, her figure framed by the lush greenery. Our eyes meet across the distance, a silent acknowledgement hanging in the air. As we approach, a fragile smile blossoms on Tessa's face, mirroring the warmth of the day. Hand in hand, we stroll through the park, the weight of unspoken words lifting with each step. The day begins as Tessa starts packing my belongings, each item a memory. She carefully places items into boxes, a silent story unfolding. Each packed box echoes the weight of unspoken emotions. The room transforms, filled with the stark reality of change. The open highway stretches before them as I and Tessa embark on a journey. The car speeds down the highway, carrying I and Tessa away from Kimberly. With each mile, the memories of Kimberly fade into the distance. The highway blurs beneath the tires as I and Tessa leave Kimberly behind. In the somber motel room, silence hangs heavy as I sit on the bed's edge, facing Tessa. The dim light casts long shadows, emphasizing the distance between us. Unspoken words fill the air, each breath a reminder of what we've lost. We sit in quiet desperation, attempting to piece together the fragments of our shattered bond. The motel room fades into a blur, and the weight of our history presses down, suffocating any hope of reconciliation. Beneath the radiant sun, I and Tessa begin a tranquil walk along the beach, the golden sands whispering secrets with each step. The rhythmic symphony of the waves provides a serene backdrop, enveloping our hearts in a tender embrace. Sunlight bathes our faces in a soft, ethereal glow, reflecting the quiet joy of togetherness in our eyes. In this shared moment of peace, the beach becomes a sanctuary where worries fade and souls connect. The church envelops I and Tessa in a comforting silence, a sanctuary from the world outside. Sunlight paints the wooden floor with vibrant colors, each beam a stroke of divine artistry. Bathed in the gentle light, the silence deepens, fostering a moment of shared reflection. The colorful patterns dance around them, a silent symphony of light and peace. Beneath the sun-dappled canopy of the park, I and Tessa share a peaceful moment. We scatter breadcrumbs, inviting a flurry of pigeons around our feet. The air fills with the gentle cooing of birds, a harmonious backdrop to our quiet joy. A shared smile passes between us, a silent acknowledgement of the simple beauty of the moment. In the heart of the park, time seems to slow as we revel in the unassuming pleasure of companionship and nature. Bathed in the sun-drenched warmth of the coffee shop, I am lost in the pages of my book, the world outside fading away. In moments of quiet reflection, my gaze lifts from the text, drawn to Tessa's serene presence across the table. Tessa, equally absorbed, remains a peaceful anchor in the gentle chaos of the bustling cafe. The soft murmur of conversations and the clinking of mugs create a symphony of urban tranquility around us. A comfortable silence settles, weaving a tapestry of unspoken understanding and shared moments. Amidst the rugged mountain terrain, I and Tessa embark on a journey seeking clarity. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting dappled shadows that dance along our path. The air is crisp and invigorating, each breath a reminder of nature's purity. Footsteps echo in the vastness, each step resonating with purpose and determination. The mountains embrace us, offering solace and a chance to find what we seek. I and Tessa wander through the art gallery, the sunlight casting a glow on the polished floors. Sunlight bathes the diverse collection of paintings, drawing us into a world of color and form. We halt before a vibrant canvas, its colors captivating our senses. I exchange a smile with Tessa, a silent acknowledgement of the beauty that surrounds us. Amidst the vibrant chaos of the city night, I and Tessa begin our journey, the neon lights painting our faces with fleeting colors. We step onto the crowded sidewalk, the city's pulse resonating around us. In the heart of the urban throng, a profound connection sparks between us, transcending the noise and movement. We continue to navigate the lively streets, drawn together by an invisible thread. Bathed in soft sunlight, the library whispers tales of forgotten times, its shelves guarding secrets of Yolanda and Miriam. Amidst the towering stacks, I face Tessa across a massive wooden table, our expressions reflecting the gravity of our quest. piles of documents and aged photographs form a labyrinth between us, each piece a fragment of Yolanda and Miriam's enigmatic past. The weight of history settles upon us as we delve deeper, seeking truths hidden within the faded images and yellowed pages. In silent determination, we navigate the labyrinth of the past, piecing together the fragments of Yolanda and Miriam's lives. Each photograph and document holds a silent clue, drawing us closer to understanding the intertwined destinies of Yolanda and Miriam. Paris unfolds before I and Tessa, a sprawling panorama of light and history. As anticipation and anxiety intertwine, the ancient cobblestone streets receive their footsteps, each stone whispering stories of love and loss. I and Tessa move through the city, a quest for closure etched on their faces against the backdrop of Parisian romance. The air is thick with unspoken words as I and Tessa step into the heart of Paris, seeking solace among the echoes of the past. The city's charm is a stark contrast to the heavy weight of their past, as I and Tessa search for a new beginning. I and Tessa pause, the city lights reflecting in their eyes, a glimmer of hope amidst the shadows of yesterday. The cafe buzzes with life as I and Tessa settle into familiar seats, shadows of past memories swirling around us. Sunlight streams through the windows, illuminating the space where Yolanda and Miriam once laughed, their absence now a palpable presence. A bittersweet silence hangs in the air, filled with unspoken words and the ghosts of shared moments. I lean back, and the weight of the past settles heavily on my shoulders. Tessa shifts in her seat, a subtle acknowledgement of the unspoken emotions that bind us. The cafe fades into a blur of noise and motion, our focus drawn inward as we grapple with the echoes of yesterday. In the cemetery, the sunlight casts long shadows over the headstones. I and Tessa stand side by side, a gentle breeze rustling through the trees. They gaze at Yolanda's grave, a sense of peace settling over them. A quiet understanding passes between I and Tessa. The sunlight warms the scene, highlighting the serenity of the moment. In a moment of shared silence, I and Tessa find solace in each other's presence. Under the soft Paris sun, Tessa and I walk away from the cemetery. Long shadows stretch behind us, memories lingering in the air. A sense of closure washes over me, a readiness for what lies ahead. The gentle breeze whispers through the trees, carrying the scent of blooming flowers as we walk further away. The air is filled with the promise of a new beginning,